Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are joining me, Honore, at Unotutors. Today we are going to look at fractions from a different perspective. I will work very hard today to make sure that fractions become very, very, very easy for you. All right, so let's get down to business. Let's click that. Okay, so fractions. All right, so let me give you a little story. So what happened was, there was once upon a time a pizza, and so there was a group of 5 people that wanted to share the pizza. And so dividing the pizza into 1, obviously that will mean 1 divided by 5, okay, will cause everyone to get 1/5 of the 5 pieces, which is 1/5. And that's how fractions were born. Fractions were born. Yes, fractions were born. All right, so let me go back a little bit and I will start all over again. Well, not completely over. So let's get down to business. Fractions. Today we are dealing with fractions. I'm going to divide fractions into 2 main ideas of operations, okay, which is a plus and a minus, times and divide. Okay, so those are the 2 main ideas. The way you treat the plus and the minus is totally separate from the way you deal with the times and divide. And being able to separate these from the get-go will help you in your fractionized journey. Okay, so let's see how we can deal with this. So when you are plussing or dividing, plussing or minusing, there is half plus a half. What you would do is, first of all, you make sure the denominators, the numbers down here, this and this, is the same. And once you see that they are the same, then you add the numerators. Okay, so in this case, denominator stays the same, and then we add the numerators, and the answer is 2 divided by 2, which is equals to 1. Now, if the denominators are not the same, what you do is you find what we call the lowest common denominator, LCD. So in this case, it's a number that is divisible, or that can be divided by 2 and 3. So one of the best ways to find that number is just to use the numbers that you have. So this will be times 3, and that will be times 2. And where did I get the 3 from? This guy. I got it from here. And where did I get the 2? Obviously, I got the 2 from here. All right, and so what you do under, it's very important that you do it on top as well. Okay, all right, so this that you do under, times 2 as well, times 3 as well. Okay, so and the answer would be common LCD, which will be 6, which is the lowest common denominator. It doesn't have to be the lowest, but it can, as long as it is a common denominator. And so what you do on top is you have now 3, 1 times 3 is 3, and 1 times 2 is 2, and there's a plus sign in between. Very, very important. Never forget the plus sign. Okay, if there's a plus, you plus it. If there's a minus, you minus it. Okay, so but in this case we have a plus, so it is plus what? 2. There you go. So and the answer will be 5/6. Awesome. Pew, 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 pew. All right, so let's try and do another one. How about 1/4 minus 3? Should we go to negative numbers? We just deal with negative numbers, but let's not go there. Sorry, let me get another one. I'm making this up as I'm going, so don't worry about that. So divided by 1/3 minus 1/3 minus 1/3. Okay, so first step is, are the denominators the same? The answer is no. You got it right. So this, then we need to find the common denominator, and what we do is we multiply this times the 4 with the 3 and the 3 with the 4. So that's how you do it. And so the answer remains the same, 12. And so what you do under, you have to do it on top as well. And this is times 3 times 4. So you see there, the arrows are pointing, showing you that you should do on top what you did under. So, and then, like we said, very important, never forget the negative sign, the sign in between. So it's 3 times 9, sorry, 3 times 3 is 9, minus 1 times 4, which is 4. And the answer is 5/12. And that will be correct, and that will be correct, and that too will be correct. And that is how you deal with a plus and a minus. So first step is basically see if the denominators are the same. If the denominators are the same, okay, let me use this highlighter to shade it out. Okay, so if the denominators are the same, then let me quickly click. Okay, then what? Let me not lose my thought. So the denominators are the same, like in this case, same denominators. Okay, you just add the numerator. Numerator is just another name, it's what we call the number on top. Okay, so this is the numerator and this is the denominator. So if the denominators are the same, you use the sign on the numerators, and that's how you find the 2, all right, over 2. Okay, so if they're the same, this 2 just goes all the way through. You don't add the denominators, very important. You just use the common denominator. Okay, if they are not the same, you find the either the lowest common denominator or a common denominator, and the way you find it is by multiplying the opposites. Basically, it might not be the lowest, and if it's not the lowest, you'll have to simplify. Look at our video that's coming soon. You can watch out for that video. We'll go and speak about simplifying. But yeah, so if they're the same, once you make them the same, then you just consider this sign on top, and that will be that. And that's how you multiply, and that's how you plus and minus fractions. So well, that is all from me, Unotutors.